Celebrate differences. Autism Acceptance Month. Now, we remember that April's also SA Awareness Month, and I have the playlist, and you'll see because I'm a survivor. And I'll be sharing a story with you some here in the next video. But I wanted to bring this to the surface because you see this particular year having constructive conversations with those who do have autism, are on the spectrum, whether they have additional illnesses or diagnoses or not. Right? Y'all know I love to have constructive conversations. And some of the things that came up was because of my advocacy for SA Awareness Month. When I say consent is a contract and, no is means no, is that sometimes people with autism cannot pick up on social cues. Sometimes they think someone might just be being nice and thinking they're making a friend where that person's intentions are actually not good. Not to mention that those of us raised in the late 1900s were generationally raised to say you don't say no, right? Because you're going to hurt somebody's feelings, somebody's going to get angry, don't fight it, whatever the case may be. And you take that and you put it all together. And sometimes, and I don't know if it's a statistic, but I can definitely look it up and somebody else can too. If there is a percentage of people with autism that experience SA for these exact reasons, right? Because obviously it's a serious problem and more people need to educate themselves, not just on SA, but on autism and on many things. But if you have autism and you feel like you have trouble identifying social cues, if you feel like you've been a part of this in any way or it's affected you specifically to SA, but anything you want to share, I love. And tell me how you feel, because see, these constructive conversations I may have, with my friends, with my group of people, but when I bring it to the platform, remember, everybody's looking at this, and it's good to interact and to get to know these things, right? And to understand that it's okay to say no across the board, okay? Because you are not obligated to have to do anything you don't want to do. Consent is consent, no matter what it's for, right? And so we want to make sure that we're paying attention to that. And sometimes for Autism Acceptance Month, understanding that there are tools and things that you can go through. Remember, you have Google, I have some stuff in my link tree. So that way you know how to engage. Maybe if you know teachers, how they're implementing it into their schooling. There's online classes and webinars that you can see that help parents understand autism, that help people who have autism diagnosed later in life, because late 1900s was the late 1900s. And things that you can watch and educate, especially if you don't want to read or it will sound it out for you, right? Because we all have different abilities. So Autism Acceptance Month, celebrating differences, and be kind to different minds, right? Remember, you're not alone. We're in it together, and I love you.